So today we are going to focus on something that is particularly close to all of us, which is our relationship with our yoga mat and our yoga practice, so that all of this kind of philosophy related to the big picture stuff, the meaning of life and the meaning of the cosmos and so on, has some practical application for us in relation to how we practice yoga. So, from the point of view of Ayurvedic medicine, everything that we do matters. Whether it's how we eat, how we live, how we think, and also how we relate to our yoga mat and how we relate to our yoga practice. So what I'm going to be doing today is just putting a little bit more focus on the role of asana from the point of view of Ayurvedic philosophy, and how we should approach our asana practice from this point of view, so that we can approach our practice more intelligently, so that by the end of today, the next time we encounter our practice, we'll have a few more tools that we can draw upon to be able to decide what kind of yoga practice we should be doing in relation to how we feel. Because how we feel physically, how we feel emotionally, and the qualities that we are encountering in our day-to-day experience should really be the stuff of our practice. This is what we are bringing to the table, or to the yoga mat, so to speak, in our practice. So if we have some basic Ayurvedic insight into into our relationship with our body and our mind, then the way we practice can be used more therapeutically, so that we can get into a space or an experience of ourselves that is closer to the intention of yoga, in a way. Ayurveda focuses on the idea of health as svasta. There's a word that they use called svasta, which I'll write up here. Svasta. And svasta means, even in general Ayurvedic books, it's translated as health. But in what context does this word mean health? It actually means dwelling in ourselves. Sva being the self, and sta coming from sthana, meaning the place. So the place of health is within ourselves. And this suggests that health for you and health for me may be a little bit different, because we do not live in the same body. And therefore, how I relate to the environment and how I relate to life in general should have more of a unique perspective and less of a generic perspective, because we are all a little bit different. Of course, we all have similar needs. We all need to eat and drink and sleep and rest and so on. But those small differences in our relationship with ourselves can make a big difference. And those small differences should be reflected in the way we live. So the small variations should be reflected in what we eat, how we exercise, how we move, how we relate to each other, and also how we practice yoga.